Hello guys, my name is Elson. Welcome to this new series of videos. This is actually the most requested video out there. Everyone wants to learn the GHEG dialect. So in this new series of videos, I will be talking about the GHEG dialect. First of all, this is an introduction video and I will explain to you in general terms how the following videos will be. So I've written here some points and first, I would like to explain that Albanian language has two major dialects. The one in the north called the GHEG dialect or Ghegrishtia or Ghegnishtia, spoken in the northern part of Albania, in Kosovo, in parts of Macedonia, Montenegro. And then the southern dialect, which is called the Tosk dialect. You should also know that each one of the dialects of the Tosk and GHEG have sub-dialects, which means pretty much each city in the northern part of Albania or in Kosovo, parts of Macedonia, etc., will have a slight different variation or sub-dialect of the GHEG dialect itself. The next thing I would like to cover is also the pronunciation and the spelling. There are changes that happen to words compared to the standard or the Tosk Albanian. For example, let's take the word izan, which means busy. In GHEG dialect, it changes to izan. So the letter will often change to in GHEG dialect. This is a nasal it's not it's so izan, izan, or është, he or she is është. In GHEG dialect it would be është or simply So such changes will happen to words. For some other words, the endings are dropped. For example, kam lexuar would be in standard, and in GHEG dialect would be kom lexu or kam lexu. So the R ending is dropped. Or kam punuar, kam punu, etc. For some other words, the entire word will change. So we have these dialect words that are used only in GHEG dialect. For example, for number 40, in standard Albanian, we would say 20. However, in GHEG, it's 40. So the word changes entirely. It's a new word. Or qumësht for milk, and in GHEG is tamël. Or luleshtryde. In GHEG, I've heard it as dredhas or dredza. So such words I will also cover in the following videos. The next thing I would like to talk about is the grammar. So there are similarities compared to the standard Albanian and the Tosk Albanian. However, there are some grammar points that are totally different compared to the standard one. For example, for instance, the tenses of the verbs. The whole key to learning the tenses in the GHEG dialect is if you learn first the so-called past participle of the verb. The past participle in English is the ed for most verbs, id for ed. For example, worked, learned, etc. So as long as you know that one, that you will easily build the tenses in GHEG. And here's a fun fact: if you want to build the future, the past, or the present in the GHEG dialect, you need to use the past tense. So with the help of the past participle, you build the future, the present, and the past. That's how the tenses work in the GHEG dialect. What else to expect from these videos? I speak GHEG dialect myself, not the one used in Kosovo, the one used in Albania. So in the following videos, I will explain what I know myself, what I have read and what I've heard. I'm sure that out there are also native speakers of GHEG dialect or Albanian language, and they know other forms of this dialect. So as I said earlier, there are many sub-dialects, and each city pretty much will have a different form, a variety of the GHEG dialect. So the words, the grammar that I will be explaining, it's how I know it and how I've heard it. Which means if you know another word, if you know it's slightly different or entirely different, please feel free to leave a comment below, and I would like to share it also with others. Okay, what else? Let's see. Yep, that's pretty much it. This series of videos will have around 10 videos, at least 10, explaining different parts of grammar, of parts of speech. And yep, so this was an introduction video. Don't forget to subscribe in order not to miss any of the following videos. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment below if you have questions, and I'll see you in the next one. Miropavshim!